Hey guys, welcome to Farm Simulator 2015 on Sandy Bay. So in today's video what we are planning is we've got some bales that we need to pick up from field 2. We're just going to be dropping them off here. We've also got some tractors out in the field still that we need to rally up and bring back. I think we've got some planting and some other stuff that needs to get done as well, so we're going to get cracking on this. Of course, some of you may or may not know, we do have a dedicated server live now. The current time of me filming this, the video is still live on how you join. I do plan to redo that and make stuff a lot more clearer in the upcoming week. So here is the field we got done in the live stream on Friday. Had some issues with FPS. That's why I've got my FPS up now. I want to see how it does handle. So we'll be going around picking a few of these up. Easy. Hit B. Always hit the do the keys on the controller for whatever reason. I did miss quite a bit. We windrowed it into rows and it didn't come out how I was hoping. And the FPS, I struggled with that all of yesterday during the live stream and the whole thing. Yeah, I lost my train of thought, sorry. So we're going to get this done. We'll do a few of these and we'll hop over to see what else does need to be going on. We'll pull up the HUD. So right now we've got field 2 that ready to go as usual. We've got field 8 that's got stuff in. I think a lot of the stuff actually is good to go for the most part. We will be running a slurry operation in this field, so we'll probably plow it and then do that maybe. May get the black vent in here plowing. See how that copes. Hopefully that would be... Oh no, can we go to that one? Hopefully that will be okay. And then we shall cultivate and inject the slurry. Maybe in today's video, I don't know, that could be Wednesdays. We'll see how we get along with today's stuff. This is a endless task of collecting up all the bales. But we can make a bit of money on top of it. It's always a good thing. Definitely have some crop that we could do with saline as well. No doubt in the silos. Actually, we can pull that up if I suck through this. So yeah, we've got a ton of crop. If we do get low on money, I don't plan to. We've also got a ton of potatoes from where we got all the gold coins as well. So we've got more than enough stuff to keep us busy. The animals, what are they at? They could be getting low on water. The cows are good, that's my main priority. Oh, we've got a bale stuck there. The sheep, they're fine. Yeah, everything's good, sweet, on the animal side of stuff. As for those down there, they do probably need looking after, so that we may do during the week at some point as well. I'll record that. So, like I was saying, the dedicated server, I will be talking about that a lot. It seems to be pretty darn stable. There may be a few mods added here and there, depending if we find that we're not using anything, so stuff may get taken out or added. We'll see how it goes. But if you look on that, you can, on the video like I was saying at the beginning of the video that I posted this week, well, Saturday I think it was, you'll be able to get the mod links and all the mods and download them. That probably will take you a little bit of time, unfortunately. The map alone is 550 megs and the server speed isn't the greatest for downloading stuff. It's not a crazy amount of mods, but there's enough. There's enough to have some cool stuff in there. The map itself requires quite a few mods. We are playing on American Outback, not a British map, I know, but as for a big multiplayer server, it seems pretty cool. The British maps, where they're tight, they've got all the hedges, like Sandy Bay for example, you can hit on people getting stuck on implements, and it's just going to be a mess like the old server was. and I think a lot of people actually got bored playing on Chillington quite quickly. The server didn't really have many people on it for long, so that is why I made the decision to go for the American Outback. And the American Outback map has got a heck of a lot of stuff to do in a multiplayer aspect. There's greenhouses, there's a lot of animal fattening stuff if people wish to do that. So if you're more into your animal stuff as well, you could run that yourself kind of deal, or do crop. You don't have to do crop all the time. There's definitely a lot of stuff to do on that map. So we'll take this load in and we'll move on to the next task at hand. That will be probably getting the Black Butte set up and seeding, I would have thought, into this. I don't really want to sit here and record constant bale movements, but time is against me tonight, so we may have to. I don't know yet. As I am recording this pretty much directly after the live stream, I come up on in my TeamSpeak to see, talk to the people that were up in there playing. Can I make a call? Yes, I did. We've got right now. We've got Anthony up there. I believe Leo was up in there at one point, but he went to bed. Chris, Silver TV was on there. Spoke to him for a few minutes. Not spoken to him before. And I think I've forgotten some other people. I can't remember. So I do apologise, but yeah, we've got a few people on the TeamSpeak server. Definitely recommend you guys joining that if you do come on the multiplayer. It's not, you don't have to. Kind of gone away from doing that. Like on the last server, I said you have to get on there to cut down on the trolls. We'll see how it goes, and as far as trolling, I hope it's not going to be any. I'm running a no BS kind of policy. Like, if you're caught screwing around, you're going to get banned, end of. And that's screwing around in any littlest way. You can pull jokes on people and have a little bit of fun, but there's times where people will go overboard. So that's pretty much the only ground rules. No profanity, swearing. Just have fun and be respectful to everyone. Don't act like a douche. And for the most part, I don't think we'll have an issue with that. So hopefully on the upcoming week I will be mentioning about the dedicated server a week, and I will be doing live streams this week, guys. I do want to publicise that. I'm going to run an experiment. Those streams are probably going to be starting for sure Wednesday. Tuesday we may do some. I'm not 100% yet. I am visiting my dad on Tuesday, so if I do stream, it will probably be on Tuesday, probably from 8 until 9 o'clock maybe. The times that I'm going to be live streaming, I'm yet to really set in stone, but I'm thinking 4 until 5, so it's only going to be like an hour long live stream. Of course the archives will be getting put up on the channel. Likewise, this weekend's live streams should be up as you guys see it now, or they'll be slowly released during the week. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I said I wasn't going to do this, but let's go ahead and do it. So I do have stuff to jibber jabber about. All the stuff I have is during the week. It's typical. So we did quite a bit of harvesting on tonight's stream. Harvesting, grain carting. Had quite a few good people on. Had fun. Generally had fun. And possibly we'll get Banky on and UK Daz and whatnot. We'll record on there. Maybe times that the server does get locked down if we're doing stuff on there. We don't want people hovering around us constantly. Daz brought that to my attention this week, so or the weekend, so that may happen at times. So if you guys can't get on the server, that will be why. Again, I'll explain this all in a video that will be being made this week at some point. As for other videos, I want to get my laptop reveal, if you will, done, out the way. The lighting when I recorded that this week was just atrocious. The camera really wasn't great, and for whatever reason I become shaky the camera guy big style. Sometimes that happens with me when I'm holding something or holding cameras. Doesn't make me nervous by any means, but I get the shakes for some reason. So I become shaky the camera guy big style. Okay, that field is done. We didn't really need to hook up the trailer. I wasn't sure how many bales we had left. I always get questioned, where do I get this truck from? It is part of the Fliegel bale handling pack or trailer pack on ModHoster. It's got a picture of the Lamborghini tractor, the white one, going down a hill on Bornholm, I believe it is, with one of the Fliegel trailers behind it. Pretty easy mod to find. It doesn't have a picture of the truck in it, but trust me guys, that is part of the pack. And it makes its own brand new category. I believe Giants made that able to do that recently on one of their updates, so that is how you find that mod. It is on ModHoster. When FS17 comes out, I will be doing mod lists. I learnt my ways and I know I should have done it. It's just a pain in the behind to keep up to. If it didn't have any, well, it didn't have so many mods that I had no idea where they were from, I would have definitely done it, or do it this time around. But we will do it. As for this loader trailer, we will be keeping it, although there is another one that's surfaced that I'm going to check out this week. Unfortunately, the one that was coming up on FS UK won't be. And I'll just leave that as that. I have someone that has inside info on it. We'll just drop that conversation there. So, let's go over to the Fint. This thing was done its job and is in the field. And is there a break? Oh yes there is. Actually yeah, we wanted to just get this little section here, and then we'll get this hooked up onto the plough with auto combine in the field. Actually no, we'll probably use course play for the combine, the ploughing. Oh, Dino did a video today. I think could well have been using a variation of this seeder. And it was interesting, really interesting. I love Dino's videos now. He started to do commentary in there. He was talking about how he sets it up and him putting it in the spaces. He went to the front, kind of where the box is there for the stand when you've dropped the implement. And he had to put spaces in there from last time he was drilling beans, and now he was putting in spring barley, I think he said it was, to control the digging, the depth of the seed going in there. It was really, really interesting. He does fantastic content. Now he's started to do the commentary. I doubt Dino ever watches my stuff, but fantastic job, dude, if you do happen to see this. Really recommend you guys checking out his content. It's pretty darn cool. Oh, we've missed a huge chunk there. We'll leave that be, I guess. Now, field 8 is going to be just done up as corn to harvest with the combine, not to do any silage in. We have got a absolute crap ton of silage. Okay, yeah, that's okay. We also need to fertilize this at some point. We are going to drop the seeder here. Oh, and then we'll pick up, actually we've got manual. Manual attach, love it. Shut the door, okay, we're good to go. We've got the plough up here, and I'm gonna grab whatever other tractor is up here. I think the Unimog is up here, so we'll probably put that on a seeder. I know a lot of people don't like the Unimog for whatever reason. We'll, go ahead and do that. Should cope okay, I hope. Hasn't got any weight on the front, so it may throw a fit. And we'll get this course play hooked up and on its way. Alright, ready to rock. So it looks like people from the live stream may be asking what was my FPS issue over the weekend. Well, I have no idea. When I was streaming, I was getting into the teens on this. I think OBS was doing something freaky with the graphics, and I went, after the live stream on Saturday, I ended up quitting out of OBS and going back into FarmSim and checking stuff out, and it was fine. I wasn't glitching all over the place on the dedicated server like I was complaining about yesterday. It was smooth, and even tonight, it was perfectly playable. He had a few little issues, as you commonly do with the dedicated, just glitching around. Typical dedicated server stuff is nothing you can help, unfortunately. It's just the way the software is, although I think the dedicated software now is 64-bit. Question mark, but it could well be. It'll be interesting to see how this tractor does plough. Okay, so we'll pull up course play. I don't think I've got a course for it. So we'll do that. We are in field 2. Northwest, so northwest. So I think that's going to be going that way. We don't want that. So we'll be going up and down now. Starting direction south, that'll be this side. We'll do 3 headlands after. Unrealistic, I know, guys, but to save me always doing that, that's any issues, that's what we do. We'll check the course. Yep. So we're actually starting up there. That's perfect. And that'll give me time to get the combine out of the field and put away. So we'll drive this. Actually, we can let it drive itself in theory. First waypoint, drive course, wrong tool for the mode. Yep, you are correct. We want this one. Drive course. And then it will unfold to the way it needs to. So we'll make sure he goes off okay. And he did, perfect. So we'll find this guy, we'll let him warm up. Actually, we need to move it anyway. Get the header trailer out into the field. We'll do it over this end as we won't run into issues with the plough. Looks like we do need to clean some straw off. We won't be harvesting yet for a little while. The Sandy Bay series could be coming to a close. Like I said, I do want to finish off on the big silent slurry harvest. I'm hoping in the next week or so the maps come out. I don't know how far away they are. And I don't want to be one of those people that ask sort of, when is it coming out? Is it done yet? I'm not that type of person, so I've always been stuff is done when it is done kind of deal. So we'll use something that I know a lot of people are probably happy that I have got, and that is follow me. So we're just going to take a quick trip down around here, get it out of the field as quick as possible. And we are good to go, I hope. You guys were right, follow me is freaking amazing. Definitely like it. Take the diff locks off too, don't need them on. Cool. It's behind us. Try and keep the speed down, and we'll go wide here because of the trailer. And we'll wash this stuff probably off camera, and we'll make sure it does well. I don't know how follow me works, but fair play. It works beautiful. It really does. You can see the sunflowers down there. I love the view distance on this map. That's what I love about this. And for the time being, this will be the first thing to go through. And of course, I don't think following me costs you anything when you when you're going along. Alright, we'll jump into it and take out follow me. I think it's just Control F again. And that should be good to go. Still getting used to it. Likewise, the offsets, stuff like that for gang plowing and gang harvesting, I definitely want to look into doing that. Okay, so we'll disconnect that, disconnect the windrow for the time being. That will probably be stored outside. Don't think I have any room for it. Though we may have a shed down on the animal fattening side of stuff that we can use. I will hook up onto this. I think I'm going to put maize into this field as well. People may remember in the Saturday or Friday live stream, I think it was, we purchased Field 9, a new field to us. Ooh, and those arms are lifted up. And for those of you that wondered why you can't have the box on the back, that is why, because you can see the linkage comes a lot higher when it's raised up than the bed. We'll get this going in here. Probably use auto tractor for that. Hopefully it will do okay. I imagine it will, although I do feel like I should probably do the headler myself first. But we'll give it a go and find out. I guess you could say I'm a sucker for punishment when it comes to this stuff. A 3 mile an hour will bump it to 5, that should be good enough. And hopefully he goes without any issues. This machine, did we spray that? Yes we did. So this needs to be refilled. Doesn't need refueling. The truck, the bale transport truck does need to be refueled, admittedly. We got this trailer on the on the dedicated as well. Field 28, I think we've done. I hope. I don't know what the little flash was there. Be interesting to see if that comes across on the cam. The camera. No, 20 was definitely done. I think we are ready to actually rock and roll. We'll probably head up to field 8 and 9 now. What do we have in the fields? I can't remember. We've got sunflowers in 19 and 28. Oats in 20 and up in field 2 that's being ploughed right now. By the looks of it, everything's going okay there. Haven't seen any messages. I imagine that tractor will probably run out of diesel fairly quick. So we may need to buy the fuel bowser. Not 100%. Alright, swap sides of the road, get used to driving on the correct side of the road. And the sunflowers look so nice. And I do need to grab a screenshot too at some point. As we get going, and here is another fields full of sunflowers. It just looks so nice when they're like this. It's a shame you don't harvest them like that. Be nice and pretty. Was gonna start cutting out the driving, but it feels like I've got a lot to talk about today. But we will definitely cut out the weight here, though. Alrighty, I thought I'd skip out the driving coming up here. So we'll fertilize. Yeah, it does seem to be going around nicely. We'll probably let that do 3 headland passes. Unrealistic, but it's the easiest way. I think it's probably going to crash now, actually, now I've said that. We'll unfold our booms and get it positioned into the field. See the tram lines from last time. And of course this section's... if that is as much as I think it is, none of that's been planted. Because looking at that grey texture, I don't think any of that's been planted. Son of a gun. Hard work, it did me wrong on that one. Get this going, probably follow our Tramline. Yeah, you know what, I think I am correct on that. That sucks. But what we shall do is hit Alt H, get rid of that, and be a nice little screenshot. Now the FPS is up literally just for me to monitor it myself. So off camera I will finish that up because I am actually a little ticked about that. Didn't realise. But it's completely my fault for not realising. Then after this, I'm not too sure what we shall be doing. I'll probably go check out the vent, see how he's getting on. Hopefully doing pretty good up there. Looks like we're getting a flyover from something. Seems like a lot of the maps nowadays are coming out with a lot of planes and stuff overflying. The American Outback has a C-130, an F-16, and a random biplane of some sort flying over. The F-16's on a pretty short pattern, so you see that a lot. Where the C-130, that's technically an AC-130 gunship. Does a flyover a lot slower time. I do question sometimes, do the planes in the maps doing circuits like this, I'm not saying this map, but other maps cause lag, cause issues. Truly don't know. See Sandy Bay Farm over in the distance. The old 20 with the oats again. Need to put a different crop in that, I think. I'm even getting tired of doing oats in that one. And this may have been planted, you know. I think it was just that one single area. If that is the case, I will do that section, but that is a good thing. If now I have the crop set at normal speed for growing in the game, for whatever reason, it does tend to grow some areas a heck of a lot quicker, even though I'm just planting it. It's not like I've fast timed it since putting this in the ground, I don't think. I do find that kind of strange, why it would do that. And the Unimogs get coming along quite nicely. Now with auto, well no, what is it, drive control, sorry. If there is crop destruction, you'll see me going over the crop and it's destroying it. That is, only happens on the when the crop has reached its first growth stage, so all of the stuff seeded over there, it won't be affected. Where in the original version of drive control, no matter what growth stage the crop was in, it would destroy it. Now for grass, it seems to screw up. It only seems like it does it on certain vehicles for whatever reason. You notice the John Deere 8000 series I have, it will do it on that, but the fence and stuff like that doesn't destroy grass. That is strange, unless the John Deere's got its own script for that, possibly. That it would be an answer to that query, let's say. This should be the last bit going down here, I think. May not be. I'm not too sure. It would have been pretty much it. And like I say, then we'll go over and check the Black Butte out, see how he's getting along. Ah, there you go, yeah. Just missed a tiny little bit. That is fine by me. Your Morg seems to be coping pretty darn good. That is awesome to see. And as we fold this back up. Oh, slipping. There we go. Spoke too soon. Probably ran into a hedge. Just park this on the sidelines. And we shall be back once we've sorted out the fence. Seems like the fence going along quite nicely. It's most definitely missed a section on the first pass. They always do, for whatever reason. They always seem to kick up an issue. Ah, we can't put the diff locks on. when it's going down the first thing, it could probably do with being moved over a bit, actually. And that should kick the tractor over a bit, I think. Maybe not. There we go, now you're in the furrow. And now you're also stuck because you are in the furrow. That's the thing, you need the diff locks on, and I don't think there is a full lane offset. Maybe that's the one we wanted. Yeah, there's the one we wanted to. There's no way of putting the diff locks on, I don't think. Because if we stop it, go to current, put the diff lock on, people may be able to correct me or help me on this one, and hit drive course, it'll take them off. Which is kind of a pain. If we look at settings, there's nothing there. Headland. Yes, I'm not too sure where to go from there. It's a shame Drive Control has not implemented that, actually. Well, not Drive Control, or Courseplay. Maybe they have, I don't know. I've not gone on Courseplay's site to see if they've updated anytime soon. For a little bit of time. Yeah, it seems to be struggling, and it's like it's kind of screwed up on that. This right here is probably why we won't be using that anymore. I see it put it in when it started slipping. Maybe it's not the right tractor for the job. Let's just say that. We'll leave it going though. Make it struggle. So I think actually what we will do is wrap the video up here. I've got another one to record. Everything seems to be going pretty smoothly barring our little issue over there. We'll save that course as Plowing. And we will be back tomorrow for a Kicking It Old School. Like I said, tomorrow I may be streaming, no guarantees. Check my social media, Facebook and Twitter. The links are in the description down below for them. If I am doing anything on there, or live streaming on Tuesday, like I said, I'm going over to my dad's to see him. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.